Three guys walk into culinary school.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Three Guys Walk into Culinary School. Tim, Brian, how are you guys?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, good. Awesome. Everyone's, getting into the thick of things. Winter's here, full blast. I'm freezing my butt off. But always a warm place when I'm with you guys talking what we love to talk, food.
Yeah.
So Tim, you have a new addition to the family, and this is food related news. I think you guys want to introduce someone special?
Yeah. So we got a new puppy.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Paczki, which is the Polish word for donuts.
Oh, that's how you pronounce that word.
Yeah.
Wait,
oh my gosh.
I'm interested now. I want to hear how you pronounce it, Jimmy, because I've got my pronunciation too.
I thought it was Paczki. Like I guess phonetically, I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Punchki.
I thought it was Pulski.
What do you think it was? Pulski?
Pulski, yeah.
Oh, Pulski.
We call it like Pulski in Chicago.
Oh shoot, that's right. Chicago's got
Punchki. Okay,
wow.
all right.
Punchki. All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's interesting.
So they're jelly donuts that are traditionally made right before Lent.
Right before Lent. That's
Basically,
right.
Yeah. The story goes that you weren't supposed to overindulge and have super sweet things during Lent. So on Fat Tuesday, basically the bakers would take all the lard and all the deliciousness and make these donuts called Paczki.
That's interesting. I didn't know that was the tradition. I knew it was right before Lent, but I didn't know that's why. It's kind of like your last hurrah before you start, fasting.
I've made them once. Actually, when we were in culinary school, I made them. I'll send you the picture.
Oh, please do. I love that. I love that.
Dog.
Oh, absolutely. He's a cutie. You shared some pics with us. He's adorable.
There.
He's a English bulldog.
He's an old English bulldog.
Old English bulldog, but he's a little puppy, and he's not the British bulldog, right? No relation to him.
No, he's he's probably about 80% that, and then about 20% Mastiff, which is just to kind of push the nose out a little bit. So
yeah, aren't Mastiffs those big ones? Big dogs?
Yeah. So,
oh man,
the traditional English bulldog has a lot of health issues because of the face that's so pushed in. So this is kind of a little bit of a version on that, just to a little healthier
to alleviate that. That's actually really cool. Look at that genetics. That's wild.
Yeah,
that's wild. That's wild. That's awesome. Well, welcome to the family, Paczki. We look forward to seeing you grow into a full blown pup.
Yeah, I'm planning to make Paczkis again this year in his honor.
That's adorable. Nice. That's so awesome.
Have the kids invite over some of their friends for Paczkis with Paczki.
That's great. That's adorable. That's so funny. Good for you, man. You guys always have the best parties. All right, let's get into it. This episode, we actually have a listener contribution. My cousin Dimitri, fan of the show, actually helped us with a few things on the show. You'll see this week's episode. If you're watching it, there's some graphics. You'll see us on the social, our banner and all that. You'll hear some sound effects. That was all him. He helped out a lot, and we appreciate him. But he actually shared a tweet that made me laugh, and I kind of just wanted to start off the episode with this tweet. Oh man, you know what? So, okay, here's the tweet. I will share it online as well. I guess I'll shout out the handler, whoever the person is. It's El Cocinero 386. I guess that's the chef, right? El Cocinero 386. The new Jamaican place near me. I'm sorry, there's a new Jamaican place near me, and when I called up, they answered the phone with "Fuck you want, bro." I ordered 3 meals. This is going to be amazing. So I feel like this has to be like a New Yorker, right? Like kind of, or maybe like a big city vibe with like a Jamaican community, because I don't know. I wasn't offended by it. When I read it, I thought it was hilarious. I thought I would probably do the same thing. I'd probably over order because I appreciate how much they don't care about like the nuance of like customer service. It's just like, we have good food. You're going to like it. You're not going to like it. That's all that matters. But not ideally, but ultimately you will love it. Would you guys get offended by this? Is this something that would be like, like you'd wrong number and you'd hang up?
I would absolutely hang up immediately, thinking I dialed the wrong number.
Okay.
And call back.
Yeah.
If I got the same response.
Yeah.
I'd probably still order. I wouldn't be
too offended by it. You would just like, this is how they answer their phone. I get that. Okay.
But I'd be 100% offended. The first one I would hang up for sure.
Yeah, that's so funny.
No, I'd probably be Yeah, I'd be super offended. I'm too sensitive, man. I just like
That's
hang
so
up
funny.
and order Papa John's or Domino's or something.
It's not the same. I mean, look, it's good, but it's not the same. That's so
Right.
funny, man. Yeah. So
And
you'd
then
be too offended.
I'll stalk the Instagram while I'm eating my pizza. Sadly,
Yeah.
You know,
Looking all that,
like,
looking all the delicious food,
right.
that's, you know, on Instagram, those lives and everything, and like, just eating your pizza. Like, I could have had this shit.
That's true too.
Right.
I maybe I'd probably maybe I'd hang up and Google to see if like because I'd have to imagine that comes up in reviews or other.
Oh, that's a great point. I
Yeah.
wish the restaurant name was here because I would love to
Yelp.
see that.
Yeah.
I would love to find that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I want to say I'd appreciate it, but now that I think about it, when it comes to reacting, I'm kind of not that quick. I want to say it's kind of just like I'd probably be quiet and like what like and I'd be very confused by it. But yeah, I don't know. It's a tough question, but yeah, absolutely. That is, I thought, just a funny way to answer the phone. And I think the chef's response to, by ordering extra, knowing that the food's going to be good because that's all they probably care about there is just how good their food is pretty appropriate. So that was a fun little tweet there. I want to thank my cousin Dimitri for sharing that. And if you guys have anything that you see on Twitter or the socials all around, send it to us, screenshots, email us. We'd love to discuss it on the show and hear your thoughts too, because that one was aggressive, but I really appreciated it. I thought that was really funny.
I forget what it's called, but I know there's that restaurant, I believe, in like Las Vegas or something, where basically the whole purpose of it is that the wait staff is rude to you.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
We got one here, the Wiener Circle.
Oh, I think they're rude at the Wiener Circle.
Yeah, they're awful.
I don't remember that. Really, they're like aggressive, huh?
Yeah, they're aggressive.
Oh, that's
like
interesting.
I always wonder if I'd go to that and have fun, or if I would immediately get offended and be like, and get like nasty back. I don't know.
So
like, I don't know, would I be able to go along with the joke or immediately get like annoyed?
Yeah, you got to be a good sport when you go in there.
And you got to know, right? Like you have to be prepared. Like you're walking into something like that, because if you get taken off guard and you are either like, I don't know, maybe you have a short fuse, maybe you don't like people talking to you like that. But there's a bunch of restaurants like that. Now that I think about it, I think why is the name? It's like the steakhouse in Brooklyn, the famous one. What's wrong with me? Peter Luger's. Peter Luger's. The wait staff is allegedly really short with you and like not really helpful at all or nice at all.
I didn't know that.
And there's one. Is it Duke's/Chance? There's like a chain. I went to Minnesota for work, and we were across the street from that mega mall, the Mall of America, I think it's called, in Minnesota. So the people who were there for training went out and they're like, "Oh, let's go to this place. It's a fun place." She goes, "Be prepared though. That all they do is make fun of you. They abuse you. Like it's just nonstop snarky comments, smart ass, being very funny about it though." I appreciated it, and I appreciated knowing walking into it because I'd be really annoyed. But they'll make paper hats out of like tablecloths, like paper tablecloths, and like write like "I'm a dick" on it, or and then they'll put it on you, and you have to wear it the whole dinner and stuff like that. But it's a fun something. Last Chance. I forget his name. Oh man, I gotta Google it now. But yeah, I kind of like those restaurants. I think it's fun if it's not too, I guess, personal. Maybe I don't know if it's like a generic joke or generic comment, kind of. You kind of laugh along. But
well, that's the thing with like Wiener Circle. I think they did get personal at one point, but again, you got to be a good sport. Actually, a friend of mine, he has a show that started here locally. His name's Kevin Pang. He's a food journalist. He's got a new show called Poochie and Pang Eat Chicago.
That's
basically he met Poochie. Poocie's she used to work at the Wiener Circle, and they met because he came in and she like insulted him,
abused him. That's great.
But they became friends. So they have this show now where they go around trying all these different street foods in Chicago.
That's awesome. Cool. What is that on?
Is
that YouTube?
I think it's like NBC syndication now, so it comes with like late night Sundays or something like that.
Gotcha. I know what you're talking about.
But if you Google like Poochie and Pang, you'll find it.
I see their YouTube channel, NBC Chicago YouTube. That's awesome. I'm gonna probably binge a couple episodes. We'll share that link too for Poochie and Pang, because that sounds like a fun little a fun show to watch, especially if you like food and if you love Chicago. It's cool. Very cool. That's really cool. Man, I can't remember. Is it? Gosh, I don't remember the name of the restaurant. I'm so annoyed that I don't remember it. I mean, granted, it was like 10 years ago, but still. All right, guys. So we have a little segment here. We wanted to go with a food theme kind of buy or sell. I kind of like to go with the all day 86 or 86, excuse me, of food lingo. If you're working in a food line, taking orders, for those who aren't familiar with it, when you 86 something, you're canceling something. So an expediter might 86 an entree or a course or something from a menu, from an order, and then the person who's making that dish would have to cancel it and not prepare it, obviously. On the other hand, all day is the total amount of orders that you're making. So if you have someone who's making a specific dish, let's say, let's go something simple, Caesar salad. Orders keep coming in. The person who's running the kitchen is yelling out, 2 Caesar salads, and then they're adding 2 more. So the person who's making the salads is going 4 salads all day. Chef comes in, 3 more Caesar salads. You go 3 more, 4 salads, 7 salads all day, and so on and so on. So I kind of like the idea of going all day, 86. We're going to go over some quick food topics, I think that are really popular on the socials now, that really caught my eye, and I really want to hear your opinion on it, and tell me if you guys are down with it all day, or you guys want to nix the idea and 86 it. So we will start with 'tis the season. Valentine's Day is around the corner. What are your thoughts on heart-shaped food? Because Dunkin' Donuts, Pizza Hut, heart-shaped pizza. Even Hardee's is doing heart-shaped biscuits for their menu for Valentine's Day. Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' both doing donuts, obviously. Are you guys a fan of this heart-shaped food for the holiday? Is it just a gimmick to get you to buy stuff? What is your feeling on it? Are you with it, against it?
I feel like certain things are okay,
Mhm.
and maybe other things aren't. I can't fully.
Okay, you won't go all in on
I
one
won't.
on the
I
whole
can't fully
concept.
86 it.
Really?
I think a heart-shaped pizza is fun.
Yeah.
If I bring home something like that to the family on Valentine's Day, it's fun. It's cute.
You've got kids too, so yeah, I get that. I get that.
I
yeah.
like that idea. You start to lose me in the heart-shaped raviolis when you kind of start, or I've even seen heart-shaped steaks.
Heart-shaped steak.
Heart-shaped ribeyes.
That's just a waste of meat.
That's where
where's the rest of the meat go? Yeah.
That's where
wild.
you start to lose me.
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. Okay.
I'm
heart-shaped pastry, I don't have a problem with.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'm at 86 heart-shaped foods, just because I think more often than not they end up misshapen, right? So you end up with like a weird half moon,
deformed. Yeah.
half heart, half moon.
Yeah.
Something just
one side's the heart's enlarged and the other side is just like shrunken and falling apart.
Yeah. You get a biscuit and like it crumbles and half of it falls apart and it looks like, a map of the world or something. Like,
that's funny. That's funny.
It's pretty stupid to me.
My opinion. When I was in college, my buddy had forgotten that it was Valentine's Day. His girl was obviously she was starting to get a little annoyed, and he didn't realize till like 10 o'clock at night that it was Valentine's Day. And he called up our local pizza guy.
Oh god!
And our local pizza guy whipped him up a heart-shaped pizza and saved the day.
Oh, you see? So you got, I love that. You got that little connection to it. So it means something to you, man.
Shout out Tom Dolan.
Shout out Tommy Dolan. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Is he still with his girlfriend? That girlfriend?
Yeah, they're married, 2 kids.
Oh, congratulations! That pizza saved the relationship, and for that reason, I'm all in now. I was gonna 86 it, but I'm all day about it. I think anything you could do for love is a beautiful thing. But don't wait till 10 o'clock the night of Valentine's Day to do something on Valentine's Day. Plan it out a little bit better. Or agree not to do anything.
Myself.
I feel like you do. You probably lose a slice, though. I'd have to imagine.
Oh, that's true. Actually, no, man, that's like, now you got me thinking like measuring the crust and then doing all the mathematics behind it. That's so funny. Yeah,
these pizza joints are making out like bandits on Valentine's.
Absolutely. Well, you're getting like a third of a ribeye if you're cutting a heart-shaped ribeye. That's the crazy part to me. Some other fun news: footlong heroes. Subway, obviously very famous for them. They have transitioned to footlong cookies. They've done this for a couple of years now, if not longer. They've just released an Oreo cookie, right? So it's almost like a foot-long cookie that is baked, I think baked to order, if I'm not mistaken. I saw a couple videos on it. It comes out like a cake with a little like vanilla frosting in the middle, cookie crumble on top. My question to you is a 2-part question. This foot-long Oreo cookie, what do you think? And also, wasn't Subway a place people used to go to like eat healthy and like lose weight? Like now we're taking like foot-long ruler-sized cookies and just like raw dogging them? That's wild to me.
The funny
What do you
thing
guys
about
think?
that is it was a scam all along, right? The people were never really losing weight eating Subway. It was just like,
Yeah. Okay, I hear you.
Garrett
Okay.
used to bring out those big pants.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, he
right,
brought out other
yeah.
things too, man. He's in a
Yeah.
world of trouble.
Yeah, he was a
Yeah.
No, but
he
he
was a full-on
was
scammer, man.
he was. So is that really? He was a full-on scammer. I know the other legal issues, but damn, I didn't know everything was a scam. I mean, also,
Yeah.
you know, they've had their controversies. Their what was it, 10 years ago, their bread was found to have the same ingredients that yoga mats have in it, like something crazy unhealthy,
Yeah.
some crazy shit.
I heard something interesting about Subway many
Mhm.
years ago from a chef, and I'm gonna start by saying allegedly because I
Okay,
don't know
absolutely.
the truth
It's
if this is
hearsay,
true. So,
rumors.
but
Yeah.
I've allegedly heard
Hmm.
that all the meat from
Oh,
Subway was ham that was just flavored to taste like other things.
that's so great. That's so wrong. I wish this came out. We need a whistleblower. This is alleged, obviously. This is nothing. We have no basis.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
But it's just a funny statement to say.
But I heard it from a very credible chef. I'll just
A very credible chef. Wow. That's wild, man. Gosh.
but again,
So
allegedly.
you know what? Maybe that's why they went to like slicing. They had this whole movement 2 years ago. They had like every NBA player, retired and active, advertising that they slice their own meats now, kind of like Jersey Mike's does and all these other sub shops do.
Yeah.
As well, you should. Like the fact that you're getting pre-cut, pre-packaged shit that's been sitting there is disgusting to me. I'm 86ing this idea, 86ing all of Subway. I think it's a terrible sub chain. I'm sorry, Subway.
I could not agree more.
You do not provide
I'm with
anything that is good. Sorry,
And
it's not. There's nothing good.
And I gotta say, man, this cookie looks absolutely ridiculous. This
Thank
is
you.
like completely this grosses me out, actually, if I'm being honest.
If you look at it, because I watch a couple YouTube videos, because I'm not going to spend my money on that. It's like cakey. It looks like it's made to order, but doesn't look. It's not cooked through. It's strange. It doesn't look delicious.
If you're going into Subway for a baked good, there's plenty of other things going on in your life that you need to deal with.
That's hilarious, my man. That's so
Sorry.
great. On the contrary, I'm all day on Domino's. I think they have like a brookie pie or something, like a cookie pie. It is delicious. It's hot. I got drunk at work one day, work lunch, sorry, got a little tipsy after we did a couple of meetings, and there was a Domino's across the street from the restaurant we were at, and I just booked it and ordered a cookie pie and ate it on the way back to the office. It was fantastic. It was a good day. It was one of the more fun days I've had working at my job a couple jobs ago. So I didn't get fired from there. I quit voluntarily. All right, so the next thing, I like this collab. Oh, I shouldn't give it away. Our friends at Wendy's are doing a Thin Mint Girl Scout cookie frosty. Guys, I'm just gonna go all day. That sounds delicious.
All day,
yeah. You guys, Brian's down. Tim's got.
No,
I'm ready for it.
I'm down as a proud father of a Girl Scout who
That's
is
right.
in the cookie business right now. I fully support this.
That's awesome. Yeah. More so, are you guys down with mint flavored foods? Feel like it's like a hot topic in general, like mint anything. I'll tell you my side of the story here. I am a fan now of, thanks to my wife, I think until I started dating Ashley, I hated mint food, like mint ice cream specifically. That's probably the only mint stuff I like. I only like the green mint. She taught me peppermint is bad, spearmint is delicious. And we go to this ice cream parlor in upstate New York when we visit her dad in the summer. It's like a chain. It's more like a 7-Eleven up there. Stewart's.
Oh man,
Tim,
Stewart's?
you might be.
All day, baby.
Their mint cookie crumble is probably the best ice cream I've ever had. Their ice cream in general is fantastic. It's so smooth. It's so creamy.
They currently have out a special, some sort of cherry chocolate thing for Valentine's Day that looks fantastic.
We got to go upstate.
I know.
We got to go upstate. That sounds delicious.
Mint, I'm a big fan. I like mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Okay.
outside of that, and mint and chocolate is delicious, I think, together.
Yeah.
Outside of that, though, where does mint really fall into food?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, if you do a lot of some Greek foods, some Greek foods have mint in them.
Yeah,
I think a lot of Middle Eastern food has mint in it, or dishes. Now, I'm not saying most of the culinary food, but most of their dishes have mint. Sorry, I'm stumbling in my words. I don't cook with it as often as I want to. I mean, if I do make like a spinach pie or some sort of lamb dish that calls for mint, I'll probably leave it out, to be honest, because I don't want to buy a bunch of mint or like a little mint tree to cook with it. But yeah, that artificial green mint, delicious. But I'm gonna all day on that. But I'm gonna say, I don't like chocolate chips and ice cream. They're too hard. I want crumble. I want something chewy. I don't want a hard piece of chocolate cracking into it.
How about,
I like texture, but I don't want it to hurt my teeth.
How about? I'm gonna go a little bit. I'm gonna go a little bit left with this one. But what about? You ever buy like the Reese's peanut butter cups or like the minis, and you throw them in the freezer or throw them in the fridge? It's the same thing. Right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's. I'll tell you. Maybe it's ice cream. Maybe it's in ice cream I don't like, because it's definitely something when it's too cold, when it's frozen like that, and you have the ice cream around it, and it's just cold and hard. But the Reese's is different. That's a different animal. That peanut butter is, I don't know what it is, but it's like crack. It's so good, and I feel like that chocolate would benefit from it being a little colder than room temperature.
No, but there's nothing better than ice cream.
Yeah.
When it has those little chocolate cups in them with the caramel in the middle.
Oh yeah, like the
like moose tracks. Moose tracks. Yeah.
Where you can get them, but when they show up in ice cream, it's a wonderful.
I'm okay. See, I'm okay with that, but just chocolate chunk and chocolate chips by themselves.
I prefer a chunk over a chip, personally.
You prefer a chunk, and then you kind of have it in your mouth. It lingers, really. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
All day,
we're all entitled. All day. I love it. Okay, guys. Poland is dropping a bomb. We're not talking politically. We are talking in Burger King. Burger King in Poland is releasing a Whopperator. Okay, it is a Whopper with 5 patties stacked high in your traditional Whopper toppings. What do you guys think about this? Because we've talked about some crazy food collabs, some hybrids McDonald's seems to do no wrong in our eyes, where they, the chicken Big Mac, I'll talk about it forever. Taco Bell's chicken nuggets, which I had once. The guy was like so rude to me, but I still bought them and ate them gladly. They were delicious. But yeah, this 5 patty burger, that's crazy.
That's
crazy.
That's a marketing ploy. That's all that is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to 86 this for my behalf, because if you're going to eat a Whopperator, someone's going to need to Whopperate on your heart afterwards. It just seems like
absolutely.
It doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense.
I didn't know they smoked that much weed in Poland.
Also, like, Polish food's delicious. Like, you're going to Burger King, as much as like, I mean, I'm sure there's pierogi shops in every corner. In my mind, that's what Poland's like. There's pierogi shops and babka shops in every corner, and you're just enjoying all the good food. Bakeries and all that good yummy stuff. This is Burger King. I mean, it's wild. I'm gonna 86 this. This was crazy from the beginning. Okay, one more, actually a couple more, but this is more of a shout out here. A couple weeks ago, Tim and Brian, I sent you guys a recipe from New York Times for a butterscotch glazed cinnamon roll. Do you guys remember that?
Yes.
It looked amazing. I don't know if you guys do the New York Times recipes. I feel like 98% of the recipes are either 4 stars and then the other 2% are either 5 stars. Like, there's no in between. So for some reason, it's always a 4-star recipe. But besides that, going back to some other topics we discussed and other like snack food that we've seen, butterscotch, I feel, flavor of the year 2025. What do you guys think?
Wow.
What do you guys think? I've seen it a lot. I've seen it a lot.
It's underrated, in my opinion.
You do. I know you like the hard candy. You mentioned it.
I do.
That's you strive to be the old lady with the hard candy in her pocket.
Yes.
That's so funny. I don't know. I just feel like it's everywhere, and I feel like someone's going to do it right, and it's just going to blow up and be the most popular like flavor of the year.
I have found, though, butterscotch is tough because it can, if it's not done right, it can have almost a fake taste to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think, so it's one of those things that's got to be done well.
I hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
I agree. I think I don't know. As far as flavor of the year, I think it has all the right components to maybe be a flavor of the year. It is very polarizing, right? So, like Tim was saying, either it's done well or it's done really poorly, and it's not great.
Yeah.
So I think that's really what you want when you talk about flavor of the year, right? People either love it or hate it. So
that's true. Get people talking about it.
Yeah.
I feel like the last couple of years, maybe year and a half, I've seen ube blow up. Have you guys seen ube everywhere? If you do ube lattes, ube
pancakes,
ube pancakes, everything. There's ube snacks. It's just a root vegetable.
And it tastes like marshmallow, right? There's not even like much flavor to ube. It's
do you even get
sweet.
marshmallow? I get even less. I get I get a little sweetness, but like not much from it.
Yeah.
But it's purple and it's eye catching, I guess.
Pretty much. Yeah.
All right. One more quick one.
Well, let's watch Starbucks and see if they come with a butterscotch drink, and that'll be your answer. Yeah,
that's true. That's true. Although Starbucks is like cutting their menu down, I think.
Yeah,
the new CEO is like getting rid of some of the food items. They're getting rid of some of the drink options. So who knows what will survive and what will come in its place.
They're not giving out water anymore.
Is that true? They're not giving out water anymore?
I thought I heard something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Sure or not, but
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, last one for all day 86. Don Julio and Popeye have the collab of the decade in my eyes. Don Julio is my favorite. I'm sorry, tequila is my favorite spirit. I'm not gonna actually no. Don Julio 1942.
Okay,
the most delicious thing I've ever drank. I think it's phenomenal. I've only had it twice, but it's still my favorite. They're collaborating. They have this fun menu here. I want to pull it up real quick so I can just kind of see the items. So this is a 21 and older, 21 and older, 21 and over menu. It's strange that right there, that was kind of like a little kind of make you say thing.
Yep.
In my eyes, but they have a reposado concha chicken sandwich, a reposado Louisiana garlic wing recipe, and a spicy strawberry hibiscus lemonade mocktail. So I don't know why it's 21 and over. If they're cooking with it, I guess I don't know.
Yeah, but
if it's flavored. Infused. Is it really? It's infused. Okay, so it's there. So it's 21 and older. Real quick note: it's only available in 5 locations. They're doing it for the Super Bowl. So there's going to be one in New Orleans, which is hosting the Super Bowl, and Louisiana is obviously the home of Popeyes. They'd have one in New York City, one in Miami. I'm guessing those markets just buy a lot of Don Julio tequila because I don't know why they're favoring those.
Yeah.
And then the 2 cities represented in the Super Bowl, Philly have one, and Kansas City has another location selling this. It's sold out everywhere except for Miami, I think. And it sold out real quick. So unless you're in Florida,
you have to like order it ahead, I guess.
You have to sit through lines like every other food fad and kind of
like a 1 day or 2 day or something. Yeah,
it's while supplies last. That's all it was. Like they got a certain amount of all this food, and like all the other locations sold out except for one in Miami, and they're slowly going through their stuff. So the last day you can get it is February 10th, the day after the Super Bowl, if you're still looking to go to Florida and get some Popeyes. But I think this collab's beautiful. It's my most favorite food item, fried chicken, and my favorite spirit of all time, tequila. Honestly, if I'm having chicken, I'm probably drinking beer if I'm out and doing it. Not really tequila, but I do love the collab. I wish I could have gotten my hands on any of these. Especially the concha chicken sandwich. That sounds amazing. I'm all day on this. I'm going to let you guys kind of discuss your thoughts on it because I spoke too much.
No, I'm all day. I love this menu as a food marketer. I think this is brilliant. It is 21 and up, right? Because from what I've seen in my research, the concha is infused with reposado, as are the wings, the garlic sauce. So that's cool. And then I even saw on their Instagram, they suggest that you could spike your strawberry hibiscus lemonade with a little bit of Don Julio. So
absolutely, it's ready to go.
I love it. Yeah. I think it's brilliant. Especially like if you consider these markets and you consider it's a Super Bowl intended special menu. NFL players, people who party and watch games, they're drinking Don Julio. They're popping bottles 1942 in the club. I think it just makes a ton of sense. Unfortunately, this thing got a lot of like negative reaction on social media. I think a lot of people were somewhat offended. They felt like it was kind of playing into negative stereotypes around, black people and fried chicken. And Latinos and tequila and chicken. And I think, on the internet, people can find anything to be offended by. But if you're a foodie and you like understand sort of marketing and just like creativity and innovation, I think it's brilliant. I love it. I wish I could try it. Unfortunately,
I feel like I'd have to try this one to really have a strong opinion. I'm curious how much the tequila comes through.
Yeah.
Like, is it kind of a thing where we're like, we're just kind of using the Don Julio name to get people excited, but how much are you really tasting it? I guess would be my.
Yeah, I mean, are they cooking?
I'm really curious.
Are they cooking? I gotta, I guess, look into it a little bit more. I couldn't really find the details, but it's infused, sure. But is it cooking with actual tequila? Is it just the flavorings? Like, I'm assuming they're cooking with tequila if they're making it 21 and over, right?
Yeah.
But wouldn't
unless it's because it's a Don Julio collaboration and they're an alcohol spirit company, they are keeping it 21 and over.
That's
just
what
to
I'm thinking.
Keep their
just cover their
cover their ass, and
you don't right out of it.
You don't want to you don't want to be 21 and over company marketing to kids. Same way cigarette companies aren't allowed to market to underage kids, and vape companies aren't allowed to, but they all do that shit anyway, subconsciously or subliminally.
I
do that
just
anyway.
saw an interesting collab the other day, which reminded me. Pringles is apparently doing a Miller Lite flavored Pringle.
Oh my god! What a great combo! What a great combo! I'm all on Don Julio Popeyes. By the way, I'm just gonna go with that. I think I said that. I'm sorry, but
I've been on it too.
Where do you get these Pringles?
I don't.
I'm finding out right now.
I should back up because it was one of those things where I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw it, but didn't dive deep enough. Maybe it was fake. I don't know, but
yeah, it's all good. It's
I
all
saw
good.
It and I was intrigued.
No, it is interesting. It's another one of those things.
I'm sorry. I'm googling. Yeah, it's oh man, Pringles just confirmed a flavor that no one expected. Let's see. It is Miller Lite. This is from a legitimate website, tasteofhome.com. I don't know if you guys are on that website.
Yeah.
They've confirmed it, and it looks like another blog on Instagram has confirmed it too. Miller Lite beer can chicken. The details keep getting better and better. This is amazing. I'm going to put this up here. I'm going to share this with the fans. I want you guys to be able to see it. Shoot, sorry.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Beer can chicken. That's crazy.
That's
love
cool.
it.
That's a curiosity buy. I'm buying.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Curiosity.
I kind of wish Don Julio and Popeyes just open a restaurant together, like 21 and over, and I can just go and get it, whenever I want it. I would go once a month, I think. That sounds amazing. This is crazy. This is fun. A crispy, hoppy aroma and roasted chicken. Wow. People will buy anything.
Delicious.
I am people. And I will try to find this because it sounds amazing. All right, guys, that was our first segment of All Day at 86. That was fun. Again, listeners, if you want to share anything, again, if you want to hear our opinion on it, if we like it, if we hate it, send it in, emails, DM us, comment on our videos and our posts on the socials. More than happy to discuss that with you guys. All right, guys, time to get serious here. My wife is a little upset, and she kind of wants you guys to hash things out with me. She wants to take me to food court. Inside my own home. Okay, so she is camera and recording shy in general, so there won't be audio to this, but I will read her official statement, and we're going to food court, and it's unfortunately me, one of our own. America's sweetheart, Jimmy, is going to food court. No one ever saw this coming. Okay, so here it goes. And I quote, "I'd like to report a crime. My husband's a chronic hoarder. I don't have time to provide the entire list, but one of the most annoying hoarding activities involves takeout. You know all the extra stuff restaurants throw in the bag on the way out of the door? Extra sauce packets, bundles of plastic utensils. Don't even get me started on the chopsticks. How many extra piles of chopsticks does this man need? They're tucked in the most random places in our kitchen. Someone please come arrest this man." Wow, strong words. "And take his takeout extras with him." Okay, babe, I still love you. Those aren't fighting words. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna make part of this easy. I do tend to hoard. I'll plead no contest to hoarding. But there are certain things that make a ton of sense. Okay, when you're getting takeout, and it's not so much takeout. And I'm going to stick to the chopsticks because the chopsticks for me are the most useful thing you can get, even more useful than the extra plastic forks. Which I do love eating takeout with plastic forks. I think it makes most sense. I think most foods taste better with plastic forks, if it's not finger food. I mean takeout food, not homemade food. I don't know why. It's a weird subliminal thing. I don't save all the packets, babe. Okay, if you're listening, I only save the soy sauce now. I've grown up. I've matured. I save those shoyu sauces and the soy sauces because it's Kikkoman. It's expensive. It's nice, good quality stuff. And I do save the chopsticks. Okay, chopsticks are super helpful in my opinion in the kitchen. I have, if you open our kitchen silverware drawer right now, probably 25 pairs of chopsticks. There might be a couple of loosies because they're so useful that I take one out and I'll stir the peanut butter when the oil's separated from it because we do the all natural stuff for the little guy. I use it to stir like a pasta pot when I need something really quick. I'll have an extra stick. So there'll be some loosies there, but there's a bunch there. There are, and I'll be honest, a handful of chopsticks in my car because it's not just takeout. When I go to ShopRite, I walk by the sushi station and I'll grab a handful. I'll grab like 4 or 5, put them in my pocket, and then walk out and put them in my glove box because there were times where I've ordered takeout at work and I didn't get any silverware. And this is a bigger story. You guys can get a bigger look in my life. I sometimes eat my lunch in my car when I don't have my headphones so I can listen to a podcast. Okay, this is what I do. So I like to be alone sometimes, and sometimes I need cutlery to eat something. You never know when you're having a road snack, and it's not finger food capable. Yeah. So chopsticks, I think is not a crime. Okay. Hoarding, you guys say what you want. It's probably, I'm guilty there, but I think the chopsticks, I think I save quality stuff that is more useful than my wife gives it credit for. I eat regular foods with chopsticks all the time at home. I just find it sometimes more convenient. So you guys tell me what you guys think. My wife's vote, I'll start it right now. Guilty. I am guilty here. You two guys are the deciding factor. I obviously can't vote. Please go as hard as you want, as nice as you want, whatever you want. But let's do justice. Justice is happening.
Ugh.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna go guilty.
No, wow, that was quick.
Yeah,
not even a reason.
Yeah, I don't
not
even
even
need a reason.
Damn.
I think I'm just putting myself in
chopsticks is excessive.
Put myself in her shoes.
Wow.
I'm annoyed for her.
They're free. They're free and they're so useful. Look, growing up, we had the ketchup packets. Every single Chinese food packet that came with it was in their fridge, right? It would go in a drawer. Something would go on top of it, pop a ketchup packet. Everything was covered with ketchup. It was disgusting. It was there for like 2 years.
Right. Yeah.
I don't save the packets anymore. I just save the clean stuff, the clean wooden chopsticks and the soy sauce. And there, look,
well, that's a packet, Jimmy. I mean,
goddamn,
a packet's a packet.
Packet's a packet.
Oh man, but like it's soy sauce. It's not like ketchup or even worse, Tim, catsup. We don't like generic ketchup, right? In this podcast, we like
That's
one
true.
ketchup only. One ketchup and one ketchup only. I don't think it's that bad of a deal. Okay, look, what you says. Yeah.
25. I don't even think my ShopRite has 25 pairs of chopsticks on the counter at any given time.
This is accumulated throughout takeouts and ShopRite visits, and I think it's probably
that's
in
the
Whole
point,
Foods.
Jimmy. How long? How long is it accumulated for, and how long does it take you to go through them? Right?
I never run low. I don't let myself run low. Am I crazy? They're free. It's like they're giving them out in the streets. And like sushi's expensive. I'm entitled to keep all the extra accoutrement just so I can validate or justify the price of the meal. I don't know, you guys. I think I'm not wrong.
I personally don't really enjoy eating with chopsticks. So
yeah. And I think, okay, and let me clarify. I think it's, and maybe it'll change your opinion, Brian, maybe not. It is, the chopsticks are in 2 spots, the silverware drawer and in the glove compartment. Okay. Don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. I think that's a trend on TikTok now.
Yeah.
But we're here to judge. So, what I do is sometimes if we do order Chinese food, rarely happens. I'll keep that little wax bag with all the extras. I'll just keep it like on the counter, and it'll sometimes be next to the coffee machine, sometimes be next to
that's
the
even
toaster oven
worse, man. The
for like
little
2
wax
days.
bag is
Just for 2 days until we finish the leftovers. When the leftovers are done or thrown out, that goes too. But it's like
I'm
you never
okay with
knew
that.
when you
I'm
don't.
okay with that.
Okay, and that's out in the public. That's out in public countertop. At least the chopsticks are clean. Am I still, Brian? Have I swayed your opinion?
not at all.
Not at all.
Still guilty, man. Still
I've
guilty.
on more than one occasion have saved the packets, but inevitably I've never gone back to use one, and they always end up in the trash.
And that's why I don't put it.
That's my point too. Yeah.
And that's why I don't put it in the fridge, because it does because if it goes in the fridge, it gets all nasty and sticky. Something will spill on it, and it taints everything around it. I keep it in the packet on the counter so I know where it is, because I'm the type of person, like, I could have 20 t-shirts, but I'll wear the same 3 only because they're the ones right in front of me. I'll just get the one that best matches the rest of the outfit. I'll grab those. Like I there's 17 other t-shirts in a drawer that I know exist, but I'm not going to get those because I know these 3 are here, and I can just grab these, and it makes more sense. I need to see it, so it's on the counter. Come on, I'm begging. I'm here pleading for my life here.
I can't.
Damn, you guys are rough.
I
Rough
think-
crowd.
I think I find it most disturbing that because from the story you tell,
Yeah,
it sounds like you'll be in ShopRite not purchasing any sushi and still grab chopsticks.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. They're free.
I think that's stealing.
Because sometimes no, it's not. I'm buying my groceries.
So you're also guilty of theft.
There's no barcode.
I think this is a bigger issue.
There's no barcode on the sushi. I can't even pay for it if I want it. On the sushi, on the chopsticks, excuse me. But there are times where I might grab like a roll for the drive home, or there are times where I just grab the chopsticks. But if I'm getting one roll, I'm still grabbing at least 4 chopsticks. It's gonna happen. I need those chopsticks. But okay, but a roll costs like $9 in ShopRite. That doesn't justify
Have you ever thought about getting a pair of reusable chopsticks? I've seen those.
Yeah, I used to have them. I don't know. Okay. I don't feel like they're the same. I don't feel like they're the same.
To me, that experience is so much better than the takeout.
You think so?
Yeah, I really do.
You know what it is? It's the convenience of being able to just like, I didn't pay for this shit. Snap one off, stir my peanut butter, chuck it. I don't have to wash a knife. I don't have to. And by the way, I'm going to be real with you guys. I'll be honest. The peanut butter is so hard that the fucking chopstick doesn't do shit. It's like you need a knife. So I'm just honest. Like if I get pulled over for speeding, the officer goes, I pulled you over. I'll be like, 'cause I was going too fast. Like I will be honest. There's no reason for me to lie. I own up to it. But like, yeah, peanut butter was a bad example. But I'll eat pasta with it. It doesn't have to be noodles. It doesn't have to be Chinese food takeout.
I mean,
not that often. I mean, I'm gonna be real, not that often.
Not that often.
You're just digging a hole now, my friend.
I'm just being honest, man. I can't lie. I'm a girl.
Worse.
Damn. All right, babe. If you're listening or when you hear this, guilty as charged.
Guilty.
Guilty.
I ain't gonna change nothing about it though. I'm gonna keep those chopsticks. I might put them in a different spot where you can't see them.
I'm gonna
put it in her dresser.
We're gonna start a GoFundMe and get you a nice pair of reusable chopsticks. We'll bedazzle the case. The whole thing.
As proficient as I am with takeout chopsticks, I feel like real reusable chopsticks, like the plastic or the metal ones, which are smoother, probably harder to eat with.
Oh, okay.
So there's less friction. Because there's less friction. The wood ones, I feel, those like cheap plastic ones. I mean, sorry, the cheap wooden ones. They're like square, so it's not even like rounded. Like most of the bottoms, of them. Some of them are round and really nice and fancy looking, but the square ones that you have to snap apart, those are just like those aren't even chopsticks. Those are like just 2 planks of little pieces, like little, I don't know, clothes hanger pins that you're just picking your food up and eating it. All right, guilty as charged, guys. Wow, traders! I can't believe that was so quick. Brian just answered like, "This is not. This is not right. This is not right. This is not right." All right,
open shut case.
Yeah, so I had this crazy thing happen to me.
Tell me.
I wanted to bring this up on the podcast. So I got locked out of one of my online accounts on my Pepper Plate. Actually, you guys remember using Pepper Plate?
Of course,
man, So I still use it sometimes, but I got locked out of my account, and I needed to reset the password, and it said I needed to use 8 characters. So I chose Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs.
All right, everybody. Man,
That's
that was a
good.
good. That was good. That was a good
I can
setup,
do
man.
math. Yeah,
I was waiting.
that's good.
I was waiting for it. That's fantastic. Everybody, thank you for listening to another episode of Three Guys Walking to Culinary School. Please follow us on our socials. Subscribe to the podcast. Like, comment, share, review, rate. Leave us any comment. Email us. We want to hear from you guys. What you want to hear, what you want us to try or discuss. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you again, Tim, Brian. Have a great night. We shall see you guys next week.
Later.
Peace.
Peace.